Hey everybody, it's Videobob. I'm here with my Arcade1UP Galaga machine. I had to stick it in the corner over here for right now until I find a better place to put it. I did a video on this talking about how I got this from Walmart. I think I got it for like 250 bucks or something like that. The prices range anywhere from 150 bucks to 300 bucks to more or less, depending on where you get it. I know the Galaga one is kind of hard to get. I have the pedestal that comes with this. You can't see it in the frame, but they sell the pedestal separately. But what this video is about is the most important thing that you need to do immediately when you get one of these games. And I would even say refrain from playing it until you do this. But most people aren't going to do that. You're going to play the crap out of it as soon as you get it, like I did. But there was a fatal flaw with these. And if you've seen any of them on display, you've probably seen some of the ones on display had a plastic cover over the controls. But basically, the top of this thing is just a piece of inkjet printed vinyl. And it's not very well done. Now, I've been really careful not to mess it up, but with a little bit of gameplay, you will rub the colors right off the face of this thing. They realized immediately that this was a major problem, the company that made this. And people were putting tape over it and laminates and all this stuff, but the company came up with a solution. Now, there's a link in the description to where you go to get this, and it takes a couple of weeks. It took me, I don't know, about a month for them to send it, but this is what they're going to send you, and they send it to you free of charge. They're going to send you a replacement graphic because yours is probably ruined from playing with it, and then they're going to send you this piece of plastic cover here. Now, they don't really give you any instructions or anything like that. Now, if you need to, you can use this graphic to go on top of your other one. And what you have to do is you have to disassemble this whole thing, take this all apart, and then remove your joystick and this button and all this stuff, and get this there so that you now have a plastic cover to cover. Now, I think when they do their next batch, when they build their next run of these, they're going to come with the cover, I believe is the thing. But they pre-manufactured all these. They made like thousands and thousands of them in China, whatever, and they're already done and they're already out in the world. And so this was their fix for that, to try to keep themselves from getting sued. So right now I'm going to show you how I'm going to install it. I don't have any instructions, but I'm just a smart guy, so I'm going to figure out how to do it. So let's do it now. All right, I got the coolest little drill. I'll put a link to this in the description. This is my Works drill. It's cool because you can, change the bits out really quickly and easily, and the battery seems to last forever in this thing. And when you want just a simple job done, you don't want like a big drill. You don't want to just like ream it out. For around the house stuff, this thing is great. It's got its own built-in little light. Okay, now that you've removed the screws, simply now, if your graphic is ruined, you may want to replace it with this one. Mine doesn't even need it, but I'm going to put it there anyway. So the first thing you do, simply unscrew your little red joystick knob. Whoop, there it goes. Now, depending on which game you have, there may be different things you got to do. Basically, you take off the knob and the little washer that goes there. Then we're simply going to place... I'm going to go ahead and put my graphic on there. I'll just have an extra one. Why not have it there? It fits right into place perfectly, lines all the holes. Secondarily, you put your other piece of plastic on. You really should wipe it down on the other side. Make sure it's nice and clean. It also came with protective plastic. Remove the protective plastic off of it. Then you're going to put your little dust guard on there. Put your knob back on. So depending on which game you have, it'll be pretty much the same thing. And maybe you don't want it to be too firm, but just get it on there decent like that. Now we're going to put our screws back in. Now, this is really important because the screws are no longer going to be flush. They're going to be on top of the plastic, which is okay. But it's important that you don't over tighten them. You just want to get them in there just a little bit. So don't use a full-blown drill. Just use a hand screwdriver. I'm using this thing that's real low power. The reason is if you over tighten it, you're going to crack the plastic. So just snug, just a little bit. This isn't a commercial game. It's in your house. It's, you just need to snug that on. Because if you do it too hard, you're going to crack the plastic, and then you're going to have a big spider web crack coming out of there. Just firm. Just a little bit firm. And I'm going to turn it back on. I had turned it off. And there it is. So now you've got this nice plastic cover. I've actually got double the graphic. I will say that now what you have is this kind of sharp little plastic edge, and I'm feeling it automatically. I'm feeling it on my hands. It's kind of annoying. What you could do is you could deburr this just a little bit, if you know what I'm talking about. You know how to do that. Do a little scrape around it and kind of soften the edge of it just a bit. It's going to leave it little muddy looking, but at least your graphics are going to be on there. And if over time a bunch of garbage gets underneath this thing, you start to get dust on it, it's really easy to take it off and clean it. And if sun fades, if for some reason your thing's in the daylight and the graphics begin to fade and this thing fades or whatever, or somebody spills a drink and it ruins this graphic, you could always take the cardboard one off and you'll still have your other one underneath it as a backup. Because, you know, this game, there's no reason why this game shouldn't last as long as any other Galaga game that lasted 30, 40 years. And there it is. It's ready to rock and roll. And hey, since it's done, let's play it. I'll show you a little of the gameplay. It's exactly like the original arcade game in pretty much every way. I'm gonna save your cicadas, whatever those things are. That's what I call it. I'm gonna try and draw the cicada out. Here he comes. Now he's got a buddy with him. You gotta wait till he's by himself. That's the one right there. And you see how I hit him once, so I'm only gonna give him one shot to knock him loose. I gotta tell you, I've played this 10 million times at the laundromat, the arcade, or whatever. I mean, I remember when this game came out. You gotta be careful not to shoot your own shit. There we go. Once you got double shits, you can start kicking ass. There we go. Now we're ready to kick some ass. These kamikaze bees over here. Now ready for challenging stage. Hell yeah, Bubba! Oh, I can't believe I just missed those two. I was so ready to brag about getting 100%. And I completely messed it up. Man! I did get an extra man, though. It's completely, almost pointless to play with the one ship. You know, trying to beat this game with one ship, you can't do it. I know there's going to be people out there going, I can do it, I'm really good, but you got to have both guys, both guns. I wish you could have three. That would be really cool. Just have a row of ships. Oh! No! I just lost a man to one of those goddamn scorpions! At this point, I would probably throw a tantrum and just turn it off and walk away and go cry myself to sleep. But... See, look, I'm not doing any damage now. It's like the one little pew, 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 pew. Ah, fuck. I'm gonna just turn it off. All right, that's how all right, that's how you put your protector on your Arcade1UP machine. Links are down below to get the screwdriver that I show you that is the coolest screwdriver of all time, and also to order your play. It's not an affiliate link. You get the thing absolutely free from them. They just mail it to you, and you have to send them a copy of your receipt and purchase and all that kind of stuff. If you don't have that, you might be screwed. Or maybe you can get somebody to give you a copy of their receipt and you borrow it. I don't know how that works. But you need to do this immediately, because if you don't, if you keep playing the game, all your graphics are going to rub off, and then it's going to look like crap. So do this immediately. Hey, thanks for watching my channel. I do all kinds of weird stuff on here, and I know every YouTuber starts begging for subscribers and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, you can click over here to subscribe, and you can watch my next video. But I'm Videobob. Thanks for hanging out.